Hundreds of people have been cut off by flooding and are still waiting to be rescued. Days after the inundated water began, at least 6 deaths have been registered and 300 people remain unaccounted for. Now there is a concern in the neighboring state of Nebraska as the flood waters roll to the east. Meantime, the cleanup in the Colorado is underway and people are returning to their destroyed homes. George Howard has more.
Yesterday, we cut up all the carpet and smashed out most of the drywall and have pulled down almost all the insulation.
The basement?
You see, here's the water line, right here.
Trashed.
You can go first, that'd be great.
And on his front lawn, there's debris all over. Still, Michael Birdsong considers himself lucky.
The last day or two, we've actually been able to turn the corner, but that first 60 hours was crazy, you know.
We do know. We were there Friday. His wife, friends, and family scrambled to hold back a seemingly endless river rushing straight down their street.
Have you ever seen it like this?
No, I've grew up in Boulder, and I've never seen it like this before ever. It's just amazing.
I'm trying to just keep diverting the water that keeps rising.
A muddy, desperate fight with shovels, buckets, and boards.
Well, we'll get it, we'll get it.
But as it happened in so many neighborhoods, 16th and Iris was no match for Mother Nature. More than 19,000 properties were either damaged or destroyed in these deadly storms. Most residents, forced to evacuate their homes, managed to make it to safety. More than 1,000 had to be rescued by air. And for those who are still stranded in hard-to-reach places, dramatic air rescues happen to this day. Birdsong knows what he was up against.
Our basement filled with 5 feet of water in the first 20 minutes.
Could have been much worse.
Thankfully, I have some of the best friends, neighbors, acquaintances, even people I don't even know came over to help. And that's the reason we still have a house right now.
In the losses column, there's a lot of catching up to do.
Put a dollar estimate on this. What would you think?
We're already planning for probably about $50,000, $60,000 to get it all redone, you know.
But there's one thing he found.
It was laying right here in the mud. I just happened to see the logo.
That makes all the hard work these past few days a little more worthwhile.
A ticket from an old University of Colorado basketball game that I went with my dad. It was 1995. I was still in school there.
A precious piece of his own history, surprisingly, washed up by an historic storm.
So a bright spot there in what has been really a rough couple of days. So for most people out here, it's about recovery, but again, for the families and friends of 306 people at this point here in the state of Colorado, it remains a desperate search to find them, and we know that those search operations are still continuing, Natalie.
Look out, Silicon Valley. A group of enterprising tech designers in Pakistan have dreamed up a nifty new iPad that not only lets you take a photo of your friends, but also let you be in the photo as well. Here's more on why that innovation is capturing Google's interest.
Just about everyone has had. You're out for a picnic or a birthday party. There's a group photo. The photographer inevitably gets left out. But this small team of tech-savvy entrepreneurs has created a new smartphone app that lets you take a group picture and put yourself in it.
There is no such solution in the market. So we've solved a really common problem in a very interesting way.
Now I want a picture with my friends and I want to be in it. So this is what I do. I take a picture of them and leave a gap for myself. Then my other friend comes in and takes the camera from me. And I go in the photograph. Now he takes a picture of me with my friends. And this is where the techie magic happens. And I didn't have to be an expert in photography to take that photo. The clever thing about this app is that it merges 2 photographs seamlessly. The designers work here out of their former university in Lahore. Pakistan has 30 million internet users. That's almost 4 times the population of New York City. About 15 million people in the country are accessing the internet via their mobile phones. And now young Pakistanis are exploiting the potential.
Internet as a medium is a paradigm shift for all the companies who are working in Pakistan. For example, take our example where we worked on a product online, we launched it online, we marketed it online and then got featured by all these big blogs and were contacted by smartphone companies.
Picked up by Google, the team was flown out to Silicon Valley for a mentoring program to develop their product. Now Ideas Labs says it's being courted by major mobile phone companies like Samsung, Huawei and LG. But they're not the lone rangers in Pakistani tech talent.
There are companies in Pakistan who are doing mobile apps for Tier 1 Fortune 500 companies in the US. They otherwise were very reluctant to come to Pakistan.
And some are getting help here. It's called Plan 9, a business incubator funded by the government with the goal of building young tech talent into budding businesses.
In the technology world, the world is becoming flat. The geography, the political situation, the security situation is becoming totally irrelevant in a country like Pakistan.
13 teams at Plan 9 are developing apps and products like DrivePal, which alerts relatives and emergency services about a car crash. iTrack, an optic mouse for paraplegics. And location-based app LockPro, which adapts your phone's privacy settings depending on where.
We now join Modern Nature for a look at the weather report, courtesy of the Central Forecast Office.
As you travel along, all these values are replicated in one company, Elton, just like the River Gambia, leads in its commitment to values that matter most. Elton, championing the vision for a new generation.
Hello viewers and welcome to weather forecast. For today it has been partly cloudy with thunderstorm over most places. And rainfall was recorded last night over only one place, which is Kerawan, and 5.4 millimeters of rain was recorded. The satellite picture indicates convective clouds over the eastern and central part of the continent. Also, we have a system over eastern Senegal moving towards the country. These clouds will give rain and thunderstorm over affected areas. Therefore, for tonight, it will be very cloudy and humid with isolated rain showers and thunderstorms over the country. Whereas for tomorrow, it will be very cloudy but stable in the morning, becoming warm and humid with chances of thundery showers over the whole country. The wind flow will be westerly across the country and the speed will range from 5 to 10 kilometers per hour. Minimum temperatures will be 23 degrees Celsius over Greater Banjul and the West Coast region, and 24 degrees Celsius over the rest of the country. Maximum temperatures will be 32 degrees Celsius over the western half of the country, as the rest will record 33 degrees Celsius. Moving on to the sea, we are expecting low tides of 0.2 meter at 3:08 in the morning and 0.1 meter at 3:37 in the afternoon. High tides of 1.9 meters at 9:39 in the morning and 1.8 meters at 10:05 in the evening. The sun will rise at 6:53 in the morning and will set at 19:06 in the evening. That's all we have for you for the weather of the Gambia. Thank you for joining us, and next is the international forecast.